We read in Parashat Toldot of Yitzchak Avinu's troubles with Avimelech and the people of Gerar, where his extraordinary success during a year of drought aroused the envy and the enmity of the local population. The king of Plishtim, Avimelech, ultimately drove Yitzchak out of the region due to those tensions and hostilities. And yet, in Revi, we read that Avimelech, in his general fichol, visited Yitzchak Avinu and asked for a truce, explaining their sudden change of heart of as Ra'o Ra'inu, Ki Hashem imach. We have indeed seen that God was with you. Rashi, noting the seemingly redundant expression of Ra'o Ra'inu, suggests that they saw something in addition to the fact that Ki Hashem imach, that God was with you. This subtle reference, Rashi explains, was the success of Yitzchak's father, Avram Avinu. Avimelech shifted his attitude on the basis of the fact that HaKadosh Baruch Hu had protected and supported both Avram and Yitzchak, and it was clearly evidence that there was something special about the Jewish people, something that would cause him to want to seek a peace treaty with Yitzchak and his descendants. Of course, the obvious question arises, how did the success and brachot enjoyed by Avraham Avinu many years earlier suddenly contribute to Avimelech's change of heart? If Avram was so successful and Avimelech had been so impressed by it, why did he wait until now to finally ask for that peace treaty? Rav Dov Weinberger in his Shemen HaTov suggests that Avimelech initially saw Yitzchak as different than Avram Avinu because Yitzchak's attitude, his special attribute was gvura, was justice, unyielding justice, whereas Avraham's attribute was chesed, warm acceptance and kindness towards everyone. Yitzchak was so different from his father Avram that Avimelech thought it was a different people he was dealing with. And ultimately, though, when Avimelech came to recognize that, as we said earlier in the pasuk, Ki Hashem imach, that God was with Yitzchak, he also realized that at that point, God had been with Yitzchak like he had been with Abraham. And at that point, he wanted to enter into a treaty, despite their differences. Both had achieved greatness in their interaction with others and greatness in their interaction with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which ultimately brought both of them that divine protection. Yesterday was an extraordinary show of solidarity with Israel as the March with Israel brought 300,000 people together. And while it's true that at times we Jews may differ, while the strengths of each person may be unique, nevertheless, that event showed the entire world and showed us that we still bear the same reality, that God is with us despite those differences. May that event, and may all of our efforts on behalf of Medinat Yisrael, on behalf of Tzal, this unity of purpose and the unity of support continue beyond this immediate crisis. And so that ultimately, when people look at the Jewish people, they will be able to say, Ra'o Ra'inu Ki Hashem imach. We see not only is God with you now, but God has always been with you. And we recognize the special nature of the Jewish people.